Welcome back, students. Now we will discuss some important questions which will help us to show the theory of consistency and inconsistency of simultaneous linear equations of two variables and three variables using method of matrices. Like this question number 22. Using matrix method, find the value of delta and mu so that the system of equations 2x minus 3y plus 5z equals to 12. So write it first of all, 2x minus 3y plus 5z equals to 12 is the first equation. Second equation is 3x plus y plus delta z equals to mu. So this is second equation. And then the third equation is x minus 7y plus 8z equals to 17. So what we should do first of all to check whether it has a unique solution. First of all, we have to find determinant of it. But where is it? Means first we change these three equations. Equation first, second, and third to the matrix equation. And what is the procedure of changing it to matrix equation? First, we draw a matrix of order 3 cross 3 as it is the equation of three variables. So write the coefficients of first equation in first row. 2 minus 3, 5. Coefficient of second equation in second row, 3, 1, delta. Coefficients of third equation in third row, 1, minus 7, 8. In second column matrix, we write x, y, z. So their product is equal to these constants. First constant is 12, second is mu, and third is 17. And compare it with ax equals to b, where this matrix A equals to 2 minus 3, 5, 3, 1, delta 1 minus 7, 8. And we know that to find the condition for unique solution. What is the condition for unique solution? For unique solution, we know that determinant of A must not be 0. So first of all, it means we have to find the determinant of A to solve this question. So let's find the determinant of A. That is determinant of first row 2 minus 3, 5, second row 3, 1, delta third row 1 minus 7, 8 is not equal to 0. If we expand it along the first row, 2 into determinant obtained by deleting first row, first column is 1 delta minus 7, 8 minus the second element is minus 3 into determinant obtained by deleting first row, second column, which is 3 delta 1, 8. Plus the third element is 5 into determinant. Which determinant? Obtained by deleting first row and third column, as 5 is the element of first row and third column. So the remaining elements are 3, 1, 1, minus 7, and this solution must not be 0. So again, it is 2 into 8 ones are 8 minus 7 delta means plus 7 delta. Minus plus 3 into 3 8s are 24 minus delta plus 5 into minus 21 minus 1 is not equal to 0. It implies 2 into 8, 16 plus 14 delta plus 72 minus 3 delta minus 22 5s are 110 is not equal to 0. It implies 16 plus 72 minus 110 is minus 22, and 14 delta minus 3 delta is 11 delta equals to 0. It implies 11 delta equals to 22. Dividing both sides by 11, delta equals to 22 by 11, that is 2. They are not equal to 2. And also remember this value of determinant of A, as in second part also we have to use this. So whenever whenever delta, this delta is not equal to 2, it will have a unique solution, means it will give the unique solution for all the values of delta except 2. So we can write that delta belongs to the set of all real numbers except 2. This is the solution set for delta. And also remember that determinant of A equals to what? It is minus 22 plus 11 delta. If we take 11 common into delta minus 2, which is the value of determinant of A, and will be used in other questions also, in other parts also. In second part, again, look at this. The second part has infinite solution. We know that infinite solution is there only when, so first write the condition for infinite solution. So what is the condition for infinite solution? Determinant of A equals to 0 and adjoint of A into B is also equal to 0. These two conditions. In first condition, we get what? 11 into delta minus 2, which is the value of determinant of A, as 0. That is delta minus 2 equals to 0. That is one value we have got. Delta equals to 2. And other will be obtained when we find the value of adjoint of A into B. So first we have to find the adjoint of A. Now, how will you find the adjoint of A when you know that matrix A is given by, so first write the matrix A. First row is 2 minus 3, 5. Second row is 3, 1, delta. The third row is 1 minus 7, 8. So this question will be longer. Why? As it is discussing all the types of conditions for consistency or inconsistency in a simultaneous linear equation. So to find adjoint of A, we know that first of all, we will find all the cofactors A11, A12, A13 means cofactors of first row along 2. So first, when we find the first cofactor along 2, first we write minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 these two digits of suffixes are added, and then the determinant obtained by deleting first row, first column, which can be seen in this as 1 delta first row minus 7 and 8 as the second row. Minus 1 whole square will be positive into 8 plus 7 into delta. So it will give 8 plus 7 delta as the first cofactor. The second cofactor A12, for A12 we will write minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, and then we write the determinant obtained by deleting the first row and second column of matrix A. So we get 3 delta as the first row and 1 8 as the second row, and its product will be 3 8s are, and it is minus 1 to the power q means minus also. So 8 3s are 24 minus delta, and when we multiply it to simplify, it gives delta minus 24. Sign will be changed. A13 means minus 1 to the power 13 means 1 plus 3, and determinant obtained by deleting 13 means determinant obtained by deleting first row and third column of this matrix. So first we delete first row and third column, and the resultant determinant of order 2 cross 2 is having first row 3 1 and second row 1 minus 7. So its value is minus 21 minus 1, that is minus 22, which is the cofactor of first row. Now we find the cofactor of second row also, that is starting from A21. A21 means minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1, and then we'll delete the second row and first column. So second row is this row and first column is this column. So remaining determinant of order 2 cross 2 is minus 3 5 as the first row, minus 7 8 as the second row, and this minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 is minus 24 minus 35 which will give minus 59 into minus 1 will be 59. Then find A22, A23, A31, A32 and A33 with the same method. Finally, 3 is obtained by deleting third row and third column. So if you have any confusion in finding the other determinants, you can watch the previous videos of cofactors and minus. 2 ones are 2 minus 9, which is 11 again. So how to write the adjoint of A now? So first we will form a matrix of order 3 cross 3 comprising of all these cofactors A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So it will be A11, that is 8 plus 7 delta. A12 is delta minus 24. A13 is minus 22. A22 is 11. A21 is minus 11. A22 is 11. A23 is 11. A31 is minus 3 delta minus 5. A32 is 15 minus 2 delta. A33 is 11. So check once we have copied all correctly. 8 plus 7 delta, delta minus 24, minus 22, minus 11, 11, 11. Then minus 3 delta minus 5, 15 minus 2 delta and 11. Okay. Now we find the product. First we find the adjoint of A. This is C only. And this adjoint of A will be given by C transpose. Means the first column 8 plus 7 delta minus 11 minus 3 delta minus 5 becomes the first row. The second column delta minus 24, 11 and 15 minus 2 delta becomes the second row. Minus 22, 11, 11. Third column becomes the third row. Now finally we find adjoint of A into B. So write this adjoint A again. It is 8 plus 7 delta minus 11 minus 3 delta minus 5 delta minus 24 11 15 minus 2 delta minus 22 11 11 into the matrix B. Matrix B is the column matrix of constants 12 mu and 17. 12 mu 17. So multiply now. So column B is obtained by 12 mu and 17. Mu 17 multiplied 8 plus 70 into 12 minus 11 into mu plus minus 3 delta minus 5 into 17 and delta minus 24 into 12 plus 11 into mu plus 15 minus 2 delta into 17, then minus 22 into 12 plus 11 into mu plus 11 into 17. Finally, we get, well, it's a 96 plus 84D minus 11 mu minus 17 is a 51 delta minus 85. 12 delta minus 24 12 are 288 plus 11 mu plus 17 15 the 255 na minus 34 delta. We will further check it as I am doing all the calculations manually. So there can be some careless mistakes also. If slightly we lose our attention. So 84, sorry, it is delta. Delta na? Yes. 84 delta minus 51 delta is 33 delta minus 11 mu 96 minus 85 11. So 11 is common in this. So it appears to be correct. 12 delta minus 34 is minus 22 delta plus 11 mu minus 288 plus 255 is again minus 33. 11 is common in this row also, so it appears also correct. Then finally 11 mu minus 264 plus 187 is 64 plus 13 77. So minus 77. So this is the value of adjoint of A into B. So finally, we take it must not be equal to the null matrix, that is 33 lambda, 33 delta actually, minus 11 mu plus 11 is equal to 0. To make it a null matrix, divided by 11, 3 delta minus mu plus 1 equals to 0 is equation number 1. The second equation is minus 22 delta plus 11 mu minus 33 equals to 0. Divide throughout by 11 minus 2d plus mu minus 3 equals to 0, which is equation number 2. Add these two equations. 3 delta minus 2 delta is d. Mu cancelled out. 1 minus 3 minus 2 equals to 0. That is delta equals to 2 is one of the solution. And when we use this solution in this, 3 into 2 minus mu plus 1 equals to 0. So we get mu equals to 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7. So mu equals to 7. And at the same time, we know that for third condition, that is for no solution, determinant of A must not be 0 and adjoint of A into B is not equal to null matrix. So it is giving delta not equal to 2, mu not equal to 7. And what we are getting from the determinant of A, when we put it not equal to 0, as determinant of A was delta equals to 2, and in this we are getting delta is equal to 2 again. Okay, so this is correct. And in this delta equals to 2 and delta is not equal to 2, both are given. This has no solution for all real values of delta, as it is giving both the solution. Na? In the determinant of A, it is giving 0, means it is equal to 2. But when we put it with adjoint of A into B, it is giving not equal to 2, means it already has no solution. For all delta belongs to real number, and when mu is not equal to 7, that mu is all real numbers difference 7. So this is the method. So here, do it yourself, practice it yourself, and ask in your comment box if you find any mistake or if you have any doubt. Okay, students. So solve this question yourself. This is describing the complete theory of consistency and inconsistency in simultaneous linear equations of 3 variables. So continue to watch the videos, continue to solve the questions. If you're not getting anything, watch it again and again. I have discussed everything line by line.